For close to 100 years there's been a brass band in the West Yorkshire village of Hade Edge. It's a tradition, handed down by one generation to the next. And today, after years of sweat and slog, the band have finally made it all the way up. Now they're competing against the big boys of the championship section, the best bands in Britain, hoping for glory and playing for the love of it. It's the final rehearsal before the Holme Valley Brass Band Contest. It's their local competition with nothing at stake but a lot of local pride.
Beep-ba-da-ba-beep-ba-beep-ba-ba-bam, that bar line there. The 2-4, very late. It needs more commitment, especially on the third bar. Beam, ba-ba-dee-da-dee-da-dam, ba. It needs drive and energy, volume, it needs everything. It's not working yet.
Hade Edge want to win, and Simon Wood doesn't carry passengers.
You've got to push them hard so they feel guilty, so that they'll practice at home, but not push them too hard that they say, oh, forget it. You can't slur E-flat to G-flat, it won't work. Sort it. The contest is tomorrow. 3, 4. Don't tongue it. Who's that? Tonguing it. You tend to play to the standard you're at. And quite often with brass bands, you play to the standard that you're asked to play at. And that's often with musicians generally. If you stamp on a musician and say, I don't want it like that, I want it better, they'll, oh, right. And they will make an effort to make it better. And usually they can be better. Pump, pump, pumping. Ah! Split notes. 150 to 160. Bob. Third bar, sixth bar, you're going a bit wild.
Where?
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. Sixth one? Yeah. Well, you said you wanted more a bit earlier on.
You lying again.
You did?
150. Again? And 3,
Bob Eastwood works in the headquarters of a bank in Sheffield, but this is his passion.
It's an obsession, really. Other people have obsessions for sport, for golf, things like this. They're all personal obsessions, whereas the band, it's a collective obsession, really, isn't it? To do well.
The staff canteen and a lunchtime rehearsal for a man who's got music running through his veins.
My mum was a violin player, sister's a piano player. I turned up with a trombone when I was 11, not knowing anything about the history of the family. And apparently my grandfather and his 4 brothers, plus 5 of their cousins, made up half of Stocksbridge band in about the 1912, 1914, something like that. With a gap of a generation, and suddenly there's something in your blood and you turn up with a brass instrument. It's just something inside you that says you've got to do something, you know, an outlet for exuberance, really, I suppose, in a way.
Hello.
Donna Miller is a care manager, and it can be very demanding.
Yeah, not bad at all, thank you. Good. You all right if I have a natter with you for a few minutes? Is that all right?
It is, yeah.
The job comes with a lot of travelling and a lot of stress. But give her 5 minutes and she'll find the wind to unwind. Donna was with the band when Simon Wood came to Hade Edge, and she's seen firsthand the dramatic improvement he brought with him.
The band has changed completely since Simon joined. From about sort of 1990 to 1992 we had a bit of success, and then really it sort of went a bit pear-shaped. We weren't doing very well. There were about 10 of us turning up to practices, and Simon came, young, enthusiastic, sort of magnetic personality really, and I think that's what attracted people to the band, because he made it fun.
And for all the band, it still is. There's hard slog too, long hours and real dedication, but who'd come if they didn't enjoy it?
Well, it's fun making music. It's fun sitting and playing together and making good music.
I must have a clean tongue there.
When you play a note and it's part of a bigger chord or part of an ensemble, it's just nice. It's a nice feeling.
Playing on your own, though, in front of a local audience can be pretty scary. At Hade Edge, they're reviving an old tradition, the Slow Melody Contest, and it's being hosted by the village school. It's a chance to win a medal with a solo performance in front of a demanding audience and a professional adjudicator. There's no hiding place, with every mistake scrutinised. Matthew Hoyle plays with Hade Edge, together with his brother and his dad. Matt's good enough to take the pressure of competition.
Slow melody contests in years gone by were extremely popular, and they've been dying out a little bit. People that have lost the competitive spirit a little bit and are a bit worried about pitting themselves against others and against themselves. The general standard of brass bands at the highest level is better than it's ever been, and hopefully, we'll have young people and players coming through of a certain standard to maintain the top level brass bands that we need.
Now then, just let me explain.
Heather Woods organised the Slow Melody Contest. She's married to Simon, the Hade Edge musical director, and for Heather, this is a labour of love.
All right, that'll be the order that you'll play in. All right, is there any questions before we do the draw? Anything that anybody's not sure about, not sure what to do? I know it's the first time for some of you. I think you're all very brave.
Music and participation in music, it is proven that children actually behave better in school, they achieve better in school, mathematics, English and all this, understanding of music, self-discipline.
Number one!
Awareness of others, respect for others, all these things are nurtured within organisations like a youth brass band.
It is going to set a really high standard, aren't you, Tom, for everybody to follow?
Understanding how essential it is to be creative and use your time to the best.
It was a new thing for the children. None of the children had done anything like that. They didn't know what it was. And I think, the way that we did it and they had a draw and it was all kind of official, that, they seemed to enjoy that. But it took an awful lot of guts for the children to stand up and play on their own like
that. And the beginners showed real bottle, something appreciated by Mike the adjudicator, tucked away out of sight.
It takes a lot of nerve to stand in front of all those people and play completely alone, with no accompaniment whatsoever. I'm just in awe, really, of some of them who've obviously only been playing maybe a few months or something, to come out and let the world see where they're up to and be proud of what they've done.
Heather and Simon's elder son, Aaron, flies the family flag. It's a proud moment.
In third place, is the young man who was drawn number 1, Thomas Brown. And in second place, young man drawn number 11, Jonathan Bates. And in first place, the young man drawn number 6, Aaron Wood.
It was really nice. You know, I know he's good, and you know we're really proud of him. But it was just really nice for somebody who didn't know it was him to say that it was good.
It was okay. I didn't think I played as well as I could do.
I had no idea, of course, that the winner was going to be Simon's son, of course, which was a big shock to me when it came out.
It isn't a fix. Mike's just saying he doesn't believe that he's given our son first prize. There's nothing in it, everybody, honestly.
You played very well.
The Wood family are on a winning streak, but will it last through the Holme Valley contest? The Holme Valley Brass Band Contest. More than a dozen bands from the Holmfirth area, competing for a few quid and an awful lot of local pride. Marsden, Elland, Skelmanthorpe, Uppermill, they're all here, all ready to compete.
Prize money for first place in test piece is £150. Second place is £100. And third place is £50 in all sections. But an awful lot of trophies. Loads and loads of trophies.
It'll soon be time for the band's representatives to meet the Adjudicator.
I'd like to welcome you all to our first contest. I hope you enjoy your day, because we certainly do, don't we?
We do, yes.
I'd like to introduce you to you, Adjudicator, Mr. Maurice Priestley. Would you like to say a few words, please?
I like contests like this because we get a variation of pieces. Bands always seem to choose pieces that they play to their strengths, one hopes. So I am really looking forward to it very much, and without saying very much more at the moment, I wish you all very best of luck.
Would you like to go with this guy? He'll take you where you're going.
Right, so we're not back in 2 hours, we're lost.
You know where you're going, don't you? If you're going onto stage,
yeah.
Straight up.
I think he's dead, really.
Sorry about that.
There are 3 sections playing today, with Hade Edge in the top section against just 2 other bands. Everyone wants to win, and they're all looking for a good draw in the order of play. The later, the better.
3.
Diggle.
Here we are. Magic. Right, David, Hade Edge, come on. You can't draw number 1. No. Number 3. Oh, you'll finish the proceedings off.
Meanwhile, the Adjudicator's been shut away in a makeshift tent so he can hear the bands but not see who's playing. It's time for the off.
The Yorkshire brass bands have got a whole sound of their own. You know, you can go down south and hear the same music, and it just hasn't got the same tonal quality as Yorkshire bands have. Perhaps it's because, you know, they work hard and they play hard as well. You know, they enjoy what they do.
Well, it's a brass band country, isn't it? You've got, there used to be 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 brass bands round Holmfirth district. And, they're all very friendly people. It's more of a friendly contest.
Too late, dear, we've done it all. Too busy chatting up, girls.
Dale, good as you caught it, I'll carry it for you.
This is the 79th contest here, and Hade Edge have played in every single one.
Hade Edge are the only band that have been here every year. I think that's a terrific achievement. When I first came to the band, it was we really had to struggle to get to this contest. We needed to borrow a lot of players, and we were pretty poor, really. But yeah, we managed to get here, so we've never missed. So that'd be good to keep that record going.
Well, it's a local tradition, isn't it? And it's nice to know that Hade Edge have been here at every one. So, we can't not come, really. I mean, it's not a serious contest, really. The prize money is not very much, and it doesn't attract a huge number of bands. But it's just a nice day.
The band make their way through back gardens to the glamorous stage door.
Band drone number 3 and the last band of the day will play for you the hymn tune, The Old Rugged Cross. This will be followed by the test piece, English Heritage.
Hade Edge have been around a long time, as has all the other Holme Valley bands. We've lost 1 or 2 along the way, but they've all gone back into 1800s, so it's been steeped in brass band for a long time at Holmfirth. Hade Edge, they've had good years, they've had bad years, just like any other band does, but they've come through it, and I think since they've got Simon, he's just been an inspiration to them.
It's only their local competition, but for everyone, doing well is just as important as ever.
We like to be best. You can go to any band contest and there's only one lot comes away satisfied, and they're the winners. Nobody else. Although there's great rivalry, come the end of the contest, end of the day, and everybody's pals, we're all buddies again, but there's a tremendous rivalry. But never any ill feeling, never any bad blood about it.
But there could be today. The band's soloists are about to lose it in the test piece, with some embarrassment for the conductor's wife.
If something goes wrong and you get a wobble at the beginning of a performance, especially if you get a mistake early on, then it can spread like a cancer through the band. The nervousness of one player can very easily be transmitted to somebody else. Very easy.
And unfortunately, it gets transmitted to Peter next. Simon's not happy.
You guys get stuff straight into the trailer.
Yeah.
Well, every solo is split notes.
clicked a few notes. I made a mess of my first solo.
Our soloists didn't play very well, really. So if your soloists don't play well, it doesn't matter how well the band plays, really.
Don't ask, it was an absolute bloody disaster. I wouldn't mind if I couldn't play it, I wouldn't mind, but I can play it and nerves got better on me.
So, you know everybody in the audience, don't you? It's quite hard, really, because everybody knows you.
The worst. It was rubbish. No, it was poor.
I messed my solo up a little bit. My fingers didn't seem to work that well, but, we'll get over it.
Sick. Not good enough.
But before Peter can go and drown his sorrows, there's a long service banding award to pick up.
He started playing in 1955. Ladies and gentlemen, Peter BADHAM.
Congratulations, Peter. Thank you very much.
Well
Thanks
done. Do another 50.
Thank you.
And that was just the first award of the night. After a poor performance, there were a few surprises for Hade Edge.
The best local band in Section A, Hade Edge. The Jack Fisher Memorial Scroll, that also goes to Hade Edge.
And then the big one.
First place, the band that played number 3, Hade Edge.
The Adjudicator had decided they deserved to win for even attempting such a difficult piece, and that the band as a whole had played well.
It makes everybody feel better when you win. We know we didn't play very well, or as well as we could, but it just makes everybody feel better to get a good result.
Bands like us have played a fantastic show sometimes, they got nothing.
Conductors are renowned for saying, when you don't win, adjudicators have got it wrong, and when you win, they've got it spot on.
I still can't believe it, actually.
Pretty well. It's been a funny day, hasn't it?
And they won the marching contest too.